across the wood. Red camellia leans the way it should. The slow Sunday opens like a sigh. My chair is mine, the day breaks mine. A green teacup arrives in my palm. This small pause is what I plan. Nothing rushes, nothing burns the hand. Slow Sunday sunlight on my skin. Red camellia and the still sets in. This morning leans a piece I keep. The honey sip runs deep. The kettle whispers a single tone. My shoulders rest into their own. Red camellia bends without a word. The slow tempo turns into a bird. A tiny ease unfurls in me. This small pause is mine to spend. The daybreak leans without an end. Slow Sunday sunlight on my skin. Red camellia and the still sets in. This morning leans a piece I keep. The honey sip runs deep. The clock forgets its little race. The floorboards lengthen the lazy space. The second hand becomes a leaf. My breath aligns a milder beat. Red camellia opens once again. Slow Sunday sunlight in my room. Red camellia and the still in bloom. This morning brings a piece I'll keep. The honey sip runs deep. The honey sip runs deep. Red camellia and the still sets in. Spring drizzle taps the sleeping eaves. The soft commute begins between the leaves. My coat is light, my pace is mine. The slow Sunday wears a silver shine. The puddle keeps a fragment of sky. Splash drops trace the bus's path. This morning carries a kinder math. Soft commute through the silver rain. The Sunday rolls a low refrain. Slow morning, the drizzle on the road. My heart unties a private load. The bus pulls in a settled breath. The springtime sky leans pale, not deep. The glass fogs into a small poem. The slow Sunday makes the street my home. The drizzle paints a smaller scene. Splash drops know my chosen pace. The daybreak lends a clearer grace. Soft commute through the silver rain. The Sunday rolls a low refrain. Slow morning, the drizzle on the road. My heart unties a private load. The umbrella opens like a moon. The puddles ring a mellow tune. My own song spills into my shoes. The spring rain knows the news I lose. The gray turns mild and unconfined. Soft commute through the slow gray rain. The silver lifts a sweeter strain. Mild dawn, the drizzle on the lane. My heart unwraps a finer pain. My heart unwraps a finer pain. The silver lifts a sweeter strain. A slice of toast turns gold on the plate. A Yuja peel sends the early state. My fork is small, my plate is bright. The morning slowly folds the light. The table carries a kinder day. Small bites move a private hum. The kitchen settles into calm. Toast and Yuja, the citrus glow. The Sunday still moves easy and low. Mellow morning, the kettle is mine. The table cradles a steady shine. The butter melts a buttery line. A Yuja zest leans bright toward the pine. My chair is mine, my cup is fond. The slow daybreak opens a kinder bond. The plate becomes a tiny shore. Small bites trace a private path. This hour moves on without aftermath. Toast and Yuja, the citrus glow. The Sunday still moves easy and low. Mellow morning, the kettle is mine. The table cradles a steady shine. The radio hums a little more. Sunlight folds across the floor. A slice of peel, a tiny feast. The second hand has been released. The kitchen knows my milder beat. Toast and Yuja, the brighter glow. The Sunday still moves clear and slow. This mellow dawn, the kettle is mine. The table cradles a tender shine. The table cradles a steady shine. The citrus light slides through the door. Shower steam writes lines along the tile. Fresh leaves press a damp green to the sill. Hot water draws a stripe across my back. The bathroom mirror beats a pearl of fog. My towel pulls dry into my palm. The spray taps a metal hum from the head. The train pulls a thin gray ribbon ahead. Shower and fresh leaves a green that climbs. The bathwater rinses the talent lines. Clean steam lifts where my shoulders rest. The running stream is silver pressed. Shampoo foam rides a lazy white wave. Fresh leaves brush a wet plate of green. My fingers comb through a rope of heat. The porcelain rim wears a polished sheen. The drain throat swallows a cord of beads. The spray climbs higher than my collarbone. The tile holds a glaze that dawn has known. Shower and fresh leaves a green that climbs the bathwater, rinses the tile in lines. Clean steam lifts where my shoulders rest. The running stream is silver pressed. Soap leaves a chalk line on my wrist. Fresh leaves drip a clean dot to the rim. The shower head clicks at small brass throat. My bare footprints a pond on the mat. The cotton robe weighs an even seam. Shower and fresh leaves a green that climbs the bathwater, rinses the wall in lines. As clean steam lifts where my shoulders rest. The running stream is silver pressed. The towel folds a dry square on the rack. Fresh leaves trip a final chord to the floor. The bus seat hums a worn navy thread. A lilac sprig rides the open then. The handrail cools the moon to my thumb. Diesel breath threads the back of my throat. My satchel weighs a paperback square. The engine drums a low brass note. The lilac pollen drifts a violet flow. Bus seat and lilac tilting blue. The city slides past the rolling view. Each stop takes a slate gray beat. My elbow rests where the rail meets the seat. The bus seat sighs an old foam song. A lilac stem leans the cluster along. The floor mat carries a sand print map. A coin clinks against the metal trap. The bell pulls a copper cord above. The engine drums a deeper brass note. The lilac perfume lifts a violet float. Bus seat and lilac, a tilting blue. The city slides past the rolling view. Each stop takes a slate gray beat. My elbow rests where the rail meets the seat. The driver's mirror frames a slate sky. A lilac petal pins itself to my cuff. The brake exhales a small steam horse. The stranger's shoulders settle in rows. The next stop blinks a red pea through. Bus seat and lilac, a tilting blue. The city slides past the rolling view. This each stop takes a slate gray beat. My elbow rests where the rail meets the seat. The lilac sprig leaves its scent in my coat. The bus pulls away with a copper horn. The latte foam draws a 10-moon swirl. An apple flower bobs in the glass jar. The spoon clinks against the ceramic rim. Milk steam beads on my upper lip. A wooden table grains the angled light. The espresso shot pulls a dark brown thread. An apple petal floats a pink half-beat. Latte and apple flower, creamy round. The foamer leaves a heart unbound. Each sip pulls a brown silk band. My cup fingers cradle the standing lamp. The latte heat trails a low amber breath. An apple flower drops a wax white speck. The saucer rings a porcelain pin. My tongue tastes a roasted leather skin. The barista's claw swipes a wet arc. The espresso shot pulls a sweet brown thread. An apple petal floats a deeper pink bead. Latte and apple flower, creamy round. The foamer leaves a heart unbound. Each sip pulls a brown silk band. My cup fingers cradle the standing lamp. A sugar grain dissolves a glass note. An apple flower spins on the glaze. The beanbag whispers a note husk sound. The cup base prints a brown wet ring. The second pour stripes a darker stream. Latte and apple flower, creamier round. The foamer keeps a heart unbound. As each sip pulls a brown silk band. My cupped fingers cradle the standing lamp. The apple flower wilts a pink last edge. The latte cup drains its tan small tide. Laundry tumbles a fresh cream sheet. The dryer drum spins a metal hush down. Detergent powders a clean grain ahead. The basket weaves smells of dry baked straw. My fingers fold a cotton corner thin. The fresh cream scent climbs the stairwell. The laundry pile mounts a white round shell. Laundry and fresh cream, a downy white. The fabric folds catch the early light. Each shirt sleeve presses an iron crease. My arms gather an armful of fleece. Laundry tags brush a cardstock kiss. Fresh cream lather rinses out clean. The pillowcase puffs a feather sigh. The elastic band stretches a thin pink line. The lint trap collects a gray small batch. The fresh cream scent climbs the second stair. The laundry pile leans a white wool air. Laundry and fresh cream, a downy white. The fabric folds catch the early light. Each shirt sleeve presses an iron crease. My arms gather an armful of fleece. creaks a cedar groan. The closet door swings in oak white arc. The airing rack lines a flag of white. Laundry and fresh cream, a downier white. The fabric folds catch the brighter light. The seat shirt sleeve presses an iron crease. My arms gather an armful of fleece. Laundry and fresh cream, a downier white. The fabric folds catch the early light. Each shirt sleeve presses an iron crease. My arms gather an armful of fleece. The basket empties its last white scoop. Fresh cream perfume drips the upper hall. The stretch pulls a long rope through my spine. Magnolia opens a candle cup of ivory. My heels lift a steady lever from the rug. The floorboard pops a wooden vertebra. My breast spreads a flag inside my ribs. The stretch loosens a hinge in my shoulder seam. Magnolia perfumes a balcony stream. Stretch a magnolia, a tall white bell. The floor mat catches the morning swell. Each vine ridge rolls a smooth small wave. My fingertips reach a higher stave. The stretch tugs a tendon in my calf. Magnolia drops a thick white tongue. My knees track a clean forward bend. The joint cracks a knuckle into round. The carpet pile receives a planet print. The stretch loosens a deeper hinge inseam. Magnolia perfumes a wider balcony stream. Stretch and magnolia, a tall white bell. The floor mat catches the morning swell. Each vine ridge rolls a smooth small wave. My fingertips reach a higher stave. A hamstring rope unties an old wet knot. Magnolia drops another waxy disc. The ankle bone pivots a button hinge. The breath rides a clean in a drop. The elbow points a sharper compass turn. Stretch and magnolia, a taller white bell. The floor mat catches the brighter swell. This each vine ridge rolls a smooth small wave. My fingertips reach a higher stave. The stretch releases its rope to the floor. Magnolia closes the bell as the air eases. The morning paper crackles, a dry leaf snap. A plum blossom dots the headline corner. The ink rubs a faint gray onto my thumb. The front one page folds at a precise crease. My coffee mug stains a brown half frame. The newsprint smell rises, an oil press note. The plum branch taps a glass pane boat. Paper and plum, a pink on widespread. The column inches grow the day ahead. Each headline pulls a clean black band. My reading glasses rest in my hand. The paper edge frays a feather thread. A plum blossom drifts a 5-point star. The sports page shows a green field stripe. The weather chart prints a wavy gray pulse. The obituary tucks a small italic name. The newsprint smell rises, a deeper press note. The plum branch taps a louder pane vote. Paper and plum, a pink on widespread. The column inches grow the day ahead. Each headline pulls a clean black band. My reading glasses rest in my hand. The comic strip squares a 4-frame world. Plum petals stick to the print roller wheel. The crossword grid waits an empty matrix. My pencil tip dots a small lid notch. The second page rustles its paper bone. Paper and plum, a pinker on widespread. The column inches grow the brighter day ahead. This each headline pulls a clean black band. My reading glasses rest in my hand. The paper folds back to its origami square. A plum petal pins the last printed line. Sways a flax thread rope. Lily of the valley rings a tiny bell. The rod rings click a brass small eel. The hem trails a dust moody wave. My fingertips skim a woven groove. The drape filter sieves the day to honey. The lily's stem leans a green wire pulley. Linen drape and lily of the valley, a porcelain chime. The cord pulls a tassel into time. Each fold catches a milk-white slant. My hand parts the cloth to grant. Plays a heavy ring. Lily of the valley clusters a bead string. The iron pole bears a straight long line. The seam stitches a railroad of thread. The lining swings an inside ivory plane. The drape filter sieves the dated butter. The lily stem leans a brighter green pulley. Linen drape and lily of the valley, a porcelain chime. The cord pulls a tassel into time. Each fold catches a milk-white slant. My hand parts the cloth to grant. Into thread, the floor flower wears a four-leaf trapezoid stripe. My bare arch presses a half-moon print. The second drape mirrors a parallel pleat. Linen drape and lily of the valley, a porcelain chime. The cord pulls a tassel into time. This each fold catches a milk-white slant. My hand parts the cloth to grand. The drape settles its flax way to rest. Lily of the valley keeps its bell string still. Garden light pours a brass coin to the patio. A garden rose unfurls its red velvet sleeve. The trellis ribs cast a striped iron net. The slate stones bake a powder dust gray. My watering can slushes a tin half song. The garden light combs a honey rake across grass. The rose hip rolls a glossy crimson glass. Garden light and garden rose, a coppered glow. The petal layer stack of velvet slow row. Each leaf vein catches a bronze small stripe. My pruning shears clip a green ripe pie. Garden light fingers a stone yearns lip. The garden rose drops a thorn from its stem. The moss patch holds a damp emerald pad. The snail trail prints a silver wet thread. The gravel walk crunches a flint core step. The garden light combs a deeper honey rake. The rose hip rolls a brighter crimson lake. Garden light and garden rose, a coppered glow. The petal layer stack of velvet slow row. Each leaf vein catches a bronze small stripe. My pruning shears clip a green ripe pie. A bumblebee tugs a stamen out of place. The rose perfume leans the hedge and waves. The gardening glove wears a clay-stained heel. My knee print rounds a dirt small dome. The second rose nods on a longer stalk. Garden light and garden rose, a coppered glow. The petal layer stack of velvet slow row. This each leaf vein catches a bronze small stripe. My pruning shears clip a green ripe pipe. The garden light retreats to the wall. A garden rose closes a velvet last fold. The Plum rolls a tire hum down the asphalt. Wisteria drapes a purple cascade over fence. The traffic signal blinks a yellow caution beat. My coffee thermos clicks against the cup holder. The dashboard hums a green digital pulse. The engine pulls a steady combustion drum. The Wisteria scent rides the half-cracked van. Commute in Wisteria, purple tinted run. The rose striping slides a white dash. Some each block takes an intersection beat. My hands rest where the wheel icicle threads the right edge in a chrome glide. Wisteria rays moves brush the chain link squares. The brake pedal eases a small black descent. My seatbelt tucks a web that loose bend. The second light flicks a turn arrow green. Could you and wisteria brighter purple run the road stripe and slides a brighter dash sunbits. Each block takes an intersection. Be my hands rest where the wheel meets the sea. Into its parking grid, wisteria leaves a violet last waft behind. The trace pops a brass coil from the slot. Green shoots rise an inch above the planter rim. The butter knife scrapes a golden ridge. The bread crust shatters a fine brown spark. My plate edge catches a crumb constellation. The toaster element glows a copper wire bright. The green shoot tips bend a half-millimeter right. Toast and green shoots a tan and J pair. The breakfast counter wears the early air. Each crunch breaks a clean amber shell. My jam spoon dips a ruby well. The toast steams a wheat cloud breath. Green shoots fence a small box stem squat. The chopping board grooves a knife scar map. The cinnamon shaker does a brown rust storm. The kitchen timer ticks a brass quartz rod. The toaster element glows a brighter wire flare. The green shoot tips bend a longer millimeter wear. Toast and green shoots a tan and J pair. The breakfast counter wears the early air. Each crunch breaks a clean amber shell. My jam spoon dips a ruby well. A kettle pours a steam ribbon over a leaf. Green shoots photograph a sash frame light. The toaster lever cocks a steel pop up. My chair leg rocks a wooden half creak. The second slice browns at the edges first. Toast and green shoots a brighter tan and J pair. The breakfast counter wears the brighter hair. This each crunch breaks a clean amber shell. My jam spoon dips a ruby well. The toast plate empties to its porcelain rim. Green shoots stand at attention. Feel the glass. The shower nozzle sprays a needle fine fan. A peach bloom prints itself onto the steam glass. The tile grout darkens to a wet ash line. The soap dish slides a violet bar. My scalp drinks a quick electric tingle. The shower head drums a plate. The peach bloom releases its sweets don't fade. The shower and peach bloom, a flush pink wash. The bath water carries a faint blush splash. shake a small loose drop. The shower steam crowns a halo above. A peach bloom petal pastes to my collarbone. The loofah scratches a hemp small star. The conditioner pumps a coconut bell. The floor mat slurps a wet sponge sound. The shower head drums a high replay. The peach bloom releases its deeper stone fade. The shower and peach bloom, a flushed pink wash. The bath water carries a faint blush splash. Each rinse pulls a clear silver chain. My shoulders shake a small loose drop. A razor click signals an edge upon shin. Peach bloom buds open in the rising mist. The shower head pivots a brass ball joint. My towel hook waits a stainless arrow. The second valve squeaks a chrome cricket. Shower and peach bloom, a flusher pink wash. The bath water carries a brighter blush splash. This each rinse pulls a clear silver chain. My shoulders shake a small loose drop. The shower drips a final pearl to the drain. A peach bloom petal pins to the glass square. Lift the cup, the bus seat hums beneath. Step into a row of new shoots. Push my satchel toward the aisle. Turn the page of an early book. Right the lane, a small wave returns. Roll the wheels, the avenue eases. Catch the bell, a mild chime releases. Take the bus seat, watch new shoots rise. Ride the lane where the city flies. Keep my road, keep my mild beat. Trace a route from the slow sea. My palm to the cool glass side. Follow new shoots leaning down the line. Tie my laces, set my bag near. Breathe a low breath, my mind is clear. Roll along, the stop chimes again. Turn the wheel, a thin chime carries. Catch the curb where the green tarries. Take the bus seat, watch new shoots rise. Ride the lane where the city flies. Keep my road, keep my mild beat. Trace a route from the slow sea. Slide my pen across the cover. Count the stops, one then another. Notice new shoots beside the gate. Keep my breath at a milder rate. Ride the bus into a fresh state. Take the bus seat, watch new shoots climb. Ride the lane through a milder time. Keep my road, keep my mild beat. Trace a route from the slow sea. Take the bus seat, watch new shoots rise. Ride the lane where the city flies. Keep my road, keep my mild beat. Trace a route from the slow sea. Right, da 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 da. Trace a route from the slow sea. Right, da 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 da. Ride the lane where new shoots greet. leans my way. Spot a dandelion at the curb edge. Stir a small spoon through the foam. Tilt the mug, count the rings inside. Take a sip, the air rounds out. Hold the mug, the steam climbs high. Catch a yellowhead where the cracks grow. Sip the latte, walk past the dandelion. Trace the foam where my finger lies. Draw a circle on the rim of day. Take the latte and keep the way. Clink the spoon on the saucer ledge. Greet a dandelion through the gate. Fold a napkin into a square. Swirl the milk, a leaf-shaped lure. Set my cup on a clean stone bench. Press my thumb to the smooth handle. Catch a yellowhead past the sand. The latte, walk past the dandelion. Trace the foam where my finger lies. Draw a circle on the rim of day. Take the latte and keep the way. Balance the mug on a flat hand. Count 3 dandelions in a band. Turn my heel toward the bright street. Let the latte keep its small heat. Walk a lane where my steps repeat. Sip the latte, greet the dandelion. Trace the foam where the light lies. Draw a circle on the rim of day. Take the latte and keep the way. Take the latte. Take the latte. Greet a dandelion along the day. Take the latte. Greet a dandelion along the day. Shake the laundry off the line. Pin a sleeve where the mist drifts in. Turn the basket toward the rail. Fold a towel down to a small square. Clip a shirt before the wind shifts. Hang the cloth, the mist rolls past. Catch a thread that the air will last. Spin the laundry, taste the mist. Fold the cuff where the air persists. Clip a row, then count to 4. Keep the basket beside the door. Press a pleat across my knee. Catch the mist along the seam. Stack the linens into a tower. Twist the cap on the rinse jar. Set the iron at a mark. Fold the cloth, the mist beats slow. Tag a label where the threads show. Pin the laundry, taste the mist. Fold the cup where the air persists. Clip a row, then count to 4. Keep the basket beside the door. Sweep the steps near the open gate. Tie a rope to a sturdier weight. Arrange the pegs in a tidy ring. Swing the basket where the mist drifts. Balance the load with a milder lean. Pin the laundry, greet the mist. Fold the cuff where my fingers list. Clip a row, then count to 4. Keep the basket beside the door. Keep sleeve as the mist pours. Roll my shoulders, the morning stretch begins. Clip a herb leaf above the sink. Lift my arms past the cabinet line, twist my waist, then count to 10. Tap my heel where the floor is bright. Then my back, my breath jumps light. Snip a herb stalk where the green lights. Stretch and jump, then clip the herb. Let my pulse hit a brighter curve. Swing my arm, then swing it back. Ride the morning, stretch on track. March in place by the kitchen pane. Rinse a herb sprig under the tap. Bend my knees toward the open door. Flick my wrists in a quicker beat. Shake my hands till the chill departs. Hop in place, my breath flares wide. Chop a herb leaf at a brisker stride. Whoa, stretch and jump and clip the herb. Let my pulse hit a brighter curve. Swing my arm, then swing it back. Ride the morning, stretch on track. Crack my knuckles in a bright row. Clap my palms, then clap them low. Toss a herb sprig into the pan. Loop my elbow around my chin. Hold a pose, then go again. Ooh. Stretch and jump and taste the herb. Let my pulse find a sparklier curve. Swing my arm, then swing it back. Ride the morning, stretch on track. Ride the morning, stretch on track. Clip a herb leaf and bounce right back. Snap the morning paper open wide. Spot a mini hydrangea on the sill. Flip past the headlines with a quick wrist. Tap a column, then tap it twice. Push my chair toward the brighter pane. Crackle the page, the print jumps clear. Poke a hydrangea bud near my ear. Read the paper, pat the hydrangea. Turn the page with a brisker plan. Mark the line where my finger leaps. Keep the morning on its bright feet. Fold the morning paper to a square. Prune a mini hydrangea by the leaf. Clip an article on a sticky note. Hum a tune at a peppy rate. Swap my mug for a sparkling glass. Crackle the page, the ink jumps near. Greet a hydrangea where the buds appear. Read the paper, pat the hydrangea. Turn the page with a brisker plan. Mark the line where my finger leaps. Keep the morning on its bright feet. Spin my pen in a quick round. Swap the section, then check the date. Prop the paper on the breakfast tray. Nudge a hydrangea toward the bright lane. Clap once, then clap once again. Read the paper, prune the hydrangea, turn the page with a sparklier plan. Mark the line where my finger leaves. Keep the morning on its bright feet. Keep the morning on its bright feet. Prune a hydrangea above the sea. Sweep the linen, drape across the rod. Clip a jasmine stem above the latch. Push the panel toward the bright wall. Catch a petal as it flicks past. Hop my heel onto the bench edge. Swing the drape, the light leaps wide. Greet a jasmine where the buds rise. Shake the linen drape, kiss the jasmine. Flick the hem with a brisker plan. Catch a flower in a quicker hand. Keep the room on a brighter stand. Tie the linen drape with a small loop. Nip a jasmine bud beside the rope. Toss a sash over my left arm. Trace a vine that climbs the trim. Clap my palms at the brighter trim. Swing the drape, the air leaps high. Greet a jasmine as the buds fly. Shake the linen drape, kiss the jasmine. Flick the hem with a brisker plan. Catch a flower in a quicker hand. Keep the room on a brighter stand. Hop the bench, then hop it back. Spin the rod with a brisk track. Prop the drape on a friendly hook. Press a jasmine into a small book. Laugh once, then take another look. Shake the linen drape, greet the jasmine. Flick the hem with a sparklier plan. Catch a flower in a quicker hand. Keep the room on a brighter stand. Jasmine in a happy hand. Chase the sunlight across the bright floor. Brush a lavender sprig past my wrist. Hum my step toward the open hall. Clap my palms at the doorway frame. Twirl my cup in a quicker arc. Catch the sunlight on a glass edge. Snap a lavender stem above the ledge. Chase the sunlight, swing the lavender. Hop the tile at a brisker plan. Spin a sprig in a happy hand. Keep the day at a brighter stand. Splash the sunlight through a thin vase. Tie a lavender bunch with a tight string. Skip my heel down the bright stair. Toss a ribbon in a quick spin. Sing a note at a higher beat. Catch the sunlight on a steel pen. Snap a lavender stalk and run again. Chase the sunlight, swing the lavender. Hop the tile at a brisker plan. Spin a sprig in a happy hand. Keep the day chase the sunlight, dance the lavender, hop the tile at a sparklier plant, spin a sprig in a happy hand, keep the day at a brighter stand. Keep the day at a brighter stand, swing a lavender in a happy hand. Catch the easy come you past the gate, spot a cherry petal on my coat, drive my step into a quicker beat, swing my back through the bright lane, tap the sign at the corner bend, march the path the air zips by, flick a cherry petal toward the sky. Ooh, rather cover you, chase the cherry petal, hop the curve with a brisker plan, spin a step in a happy hand, keep the road on a brighter stand. Pace the commute past a bright fence, greet a cherry petal on the railing, swap my cap for a cooler one, hum a tune at a peppy rate, clap a beat that the buzzes match, march the path the lights jump high, flick a cherry petal toward my eye. Ooh, ride the commute, chase the cherry petal, hop the curve with a brisker plan, spin a step in a happy hand, keep the road on a brighter stand. Spin my keys in a snappy ring, nudge a cherry petal off my sleeve, trade my route at the bright sign, skip the puddle with a quick line, shout a hello on the third light, ride the commute, greet the cherry petal, hop the curve with a sparklier plan, spin a step in a happy hand, keep the road on a brighter stand, keep the road on a brighter stand, flick a cherry petal in a happy hand. Slide a toast onto a bright plate, catch a spring wind through the open pane, butter the crust with a brisker spread, clap my heel under the table edge, spin my fork at a peppier rate, crunch the toast the spring wind dies, pop a gem jar where the light arrives, bite the toast, ride the spring wind, hop the chair at a brisker plan, spin a fork in a happy hand, keep the meal on a brighter stand, stack the toast on a tiny plate, race a spring wind across the sill, sprinkle salt at a quicker pinch, swap the saucer for a bright bowl, laugh once at a bird that flits, crunch the toast the spring wind sings, pop a gem jar where the brass rings, bite the toast, ride the spring wind, hop the chair at a brisker plan, spin a fork in a happy hand, keep the meal on a brighter stand. Clap my palms on the bright counter, crank the toaster for a quick round, toss a crumb to a hopping bird, swirl my juice in a peppier glass, shout a thanks to the bright pane, bite the toast, greet the spring wind, hop the chair at a sparklier plan, spin a fork in a happy hand, keep the meal on a brighter stand, keep the meal on a brighter stand, ride a spring wind the shower to a brisker spray. Nip a young leaf at the bath ledge. Hop the tile in a quicker beat. Crank the dial at a peppier mark. Clap my palms under the bright spout. Splash the shower, the spray jumps wide. Greet a young leaf along my side. Hit the shower, kiss the young leaf. Spin the cap at a brisker plant. Catch a drop in a happy hand. Keep the bath on a brighter stand. Shake my hair beneath the bright stream. Trace a young leaf across the rim. Swap the towel for a bigger one. Hum a tune at a peppier rate. Thump my heel on the wet stone. Splash the shower, the steam jumps high. Greet a young leaf above my eye. Hit the shower, kiss the young leaf. Spin the cap at a brisker plant. Catch a drop in a happy hand. Keep the bath on a brighter stand. Toss the towel onto a bright hook. Spin the brush in a snappy round. Prop a young leaf in a clean cup. Clap a beat that the pipes match. Laugh once at the steam that climbs. Hit the shower, greet the young leaf. Spin the cap at a sparklier plant. Catch a drop in a happy hand. Keep the bath on a brighter stand. Keep the bath on a brighter stand. Greet a young leaf in a happy hand. Hop the bus right at the bright stop. Spot a new sprout along the rail. Swing my back toward the aisle seat. Clap my heel on the groove floor. Spin my pass through the quick gate. Roll the bus, ride the route, hums clear. Greet a new sprout where the lights appear. Take the bus ride, watch the new sprout. Hop the curb with a brisker plan. Spin a fair in a happy hand. Keep the lane on a brighter stand. March the bus right past the bright bend. Greet a new sprout near the small bridge. Shift my weight on the rocking floor. Hum a tune at a peppier rate. Tap my knee to the bell that chimes. Roll the bus, ride the engine sings. Greet a new sprout where the green path. Take the bus ride, watch the new sprout. Hop the curb with a brisker plan. Spin a fair in a happy hand. Keep the lane on a brighter stand. Spin my keys in a snappy ring. Nudge my back toward the empty seat. Trade my book for a bright map. Clap my palms at the third stop. Shout a thanks to the bright driver. Take the bus ride. Greet the new sprout. Hop the curb with the sparklier plan. Spin a fair in a happy hand. Keep the lane on a brighter stand. Keep the lane on a brighter stand. Greet a new sprout. Seventh hour learns my latte's name. A strawberry slice marks the 9th minute plane. Between two ticks the steam writes a line. The The second hand pauses for a milder breath. The early clock wears its lightest face. A quarter past, the cup grows bright. A pink half circle catches the light. Latte and strawberry, seventh hour glow. My minute runs on, easy and low. This little hour, the cup is mine. The table cradles a finer shine. The 8-minute spins inside the phone. A strawberry leans on the rim like home. My cup has weight, my plate has space. The clock face wears a milder grace. The early hours have room to stay. A quarter past, the cup grows wide. A pink half circle turns to the side. Latte and strawberry, the seventh hour glow. My minute runs on, easy and low. This little hour, the cup is mine. The table cradles a finer shine. The kettle counts a milder tone. The foam draws circles of its own. A sip, a bite, the minute thins. The second hand has been released. The hour learns my breathing's pace. Latte and strawberry, the brighter glow. My minute runs on, clear and low. This little hour, the cup is mine. The table cradles a finer shine. The table cradles a finer shine. A pink half circle leans toward mine. The 8th hour folds a shirt in half. The dryer takes a chartreuse path. 10 minutes pass, the cotton breeze. The clock face leans against the eaves. The hour learns a milder math. A quarter to 9, the cloth turns light. Chartreuse sleeves catch a thin delight. Chartreuse and cotton, the 8th hour fold. My minute runs on, easy and bold. This little hour, the room is clear. The basket carries a finer year. The 9th minute spins the rinse around. Chartreuse threads make a milder sound. My hands have rhythm, my palette space. The clock face wears a tidy grace. The early load has room to stay. A quarter to 9, the cloth turns white. Chartreuse sleeves lean toward the bright side. Chartreuse and cotton, the 8th hour fold. My minute runs on, easy and bold. This little hour, the room is clear. The basket carries a finer year. Ooh. The dryer counts a milder tone. The lint pulls patterns of its own. A fold, a stack, the minute thins. The second hand has been released. The hour learns my folding pace. Chartreuse and cotton, the brighter fold. My minute runs on, clean and bold. This little hour, the room is clear. The basket carries a finer year. The basket carries a finer year. Chartreuse sleeves rest in the open air. The sixth hour wakes inside my spine. A daffodil leans by the morning line. 10 minutes pass, my arms unfold. The second hand wears a yellow gold. The hour learns a lighter sign. 6:45, the floor turns white. A yellow petal catches the inside. Ooh, daffodil and stretching, the sixth hour glow. My minute runs on, easy and slow. This little hour, my back is mine. The carpet keeps a finer line. The seventh minute spins my shoulder round. A daffodil leans by a milder sound. My breath has weight, my room has space. The clock face wears a brighter face. The early stretch has room to stay. 6:45, the floor turns bright. A yellow petal leans toward the light. Daffodil and stretching, the sixth hour glow. My minute runs on, easy and slow. This little hour, my back is mine. The carpet keeps a finer line. The timer counts a milder tone. My joints unwind in tones of their own. A reach or roll, the minute thins. The second hand has been released. The hour learns my breathing's pace. Daffodil and stretching, the brighter glow. My minute runs on, clean and slow. This little hour, my back is mine. The carpet keeps a finer line. The carpet keeps a finer line. A yellow petal leans into mine. The seventh hour folds the morning paper. A tulip leans where the print grows lighter. 10 minutes pass, the ink turns mild. The second hand reads a single file. The hour learns a brighter taper. 1/4 the page turns white. A pink tulip catches the inside. Tulip and the paper, the seventh hour red. My minute runs on easy and let. This little hour, the page is mine. The table cradles a finer line. The 8th minute spins a column round. A tulip leans by a milder sound. My hands have weight, my desk has space. The clock face wears a tidy grace. The early news has room to stay. 1/4 the page turns bright. A pink tulip leans toward the light. Tulip and the paper, the 7th hour red. My minute runs on easy and let. This little hour, the page is mine. The table cradles a finer line. Patterns of its own, a glance, a fold, the minute thins. The second hand has been released. The hour learns my reading's pace. Tulip and the paper, the brighter red. My minute runs on clean and lead. This little hour, the page is mine. The table cradles a finer line. A finer line, a pink tulip leans into mine. The 8th hour lifts a linen drape. A wildflower leans at the milder shape. 10 minutes pass, the room turns bright. The second hand wears a thinner light. The early clock learns the window pane. A quarter past, the fold turns wide. Small wildflowers catch the inside. Wildflower and linen, the 8th hour sway. My minute runs on, easy by day. This little hour, the room is mine. The floor lies bright with the finer line. The 9th minute spins the hammer round. A wildflower leans by a milder sound. My breath has weight, my room has space. The clock face wears a tidy grace. The early air has room to stay. A quarter past, the fold turns bright. Small wildflowers lean toward the light. Wildflower and linen, the 8th hour sway. My minute runs on, easy by day. This little hour, the room is mine. The floor lies bright with the finer line. The linen counts a milder tone. The hem makes patterns of its own. A lift, a fall, the minute thins. The second hand has been released. The hour learns my breathing's pace. Wildflower and linen, the brighter sway. My minute runs on, clean by day. This little hour, the room is mine. The floor lies bright with the finer line. The floor lies bright with the finer line. Small wildflowers lean into mine. The 9th hour leans the sunlight in. A peony spreads where the day begins. 10 minutes past, the wall turns mild. The second hand learns a brighter style. The early clock wears a thinner skin. 9:45, the floor turns wide. A pink peony catches the inside. Peony in sunlight, the 9th hour shine. My minute runs on easy and fine. This little hour, the room is mine. The table cradles a finer line. The 10th minute spins the rays around. A peony leans by a milder sound. My breath has weight, my room has space. The clock face wears a tidy grace. The early light has room to stay. 9:45, the room turns bright. A pink peony leans toward the light. Peony in sunlight, the 9th hour shine. My minute runs on easy and fine. This little hour, the room is mine. The table cradles a finer line. The doorway counts a milder tone. The rays draw circles of its own. A glance, a breath, the minute thins. A second hand has been released. The hour earns my standing pace. Peony in sunlight, the brighter shine. My minute runs on clean and fine. This little hour, the room is mine. The table cradles a finer line. The table cradles a finer line. A pink peony leans into mine. The 8th hour boards the early line. A mint leaf writes in a pocket of mine. 10 minutes past, the train turns bright. The second hand wears a thinner light. The early clock learns my standing spine. 9:15, the doors slide wide. A green mint sun catches the inside. Mint and the commute, the 8th hour ride. My minute runs on easy and wide. This little hour, the seat is mine. The rail lies bright with a finer line. The 9th minute spins the platform round. A mint leaf leans by a milder sound. My bag has weight, my row has space. The clock face wears a tidy grace. The early line has room to stay. 9:15, the doors slide bright. A green mint sun leans toward the light. Mint and the commute, the 8th hour ride. My minute runs on easy and wide. This little hour, the seat is mine. The rail lies bright with a finer line. The carriage counts a milder tone. The wheels keep patterns of their own. A stop, a start, the minute thins. The second hand has been released. The hour learns my walking pace. Mint and the canoe, the brighter ride. My minute runs on clean and wide. This little hour, the seat is mine. The rail lies bright with a finer line. The rail lies bright with a finer 7th hour browns the toast in time. A carnation leans on the plate's bright rim. 10 minutes past, the crust turns mild. The second hand wears a butter smile. The early clock learns the kitchen line. A quarter past, the plate turns white. A pink carnation catches the inside. Carnation and the toast, the 7th hour bite. My minute runs on easy and light. This little hour, the plate is mine. The table cradles a finer shine. The 8-minute spins the jam around. A carnation leans by a milder sound. My fork has weight, my plate has space. The clock face wears a tidy grace. The early bread has room to stay. A quarter past, the plate turns bright. A pink carnation leans toward the light. Carnation and the toast, the 7th hour bite. My minute runs on easy and light. This little hour, the plate is mine. The table cradles a finer shine. The kettle counts a milder tone. The crumbs make patterns of their own. A sip, a bite, the minute thins. The second hand has been released. The hour learns my chewing pace. Carnation and the toast, the brighter bite. My minute runs on clean and light. This little hour, the plate is mine. The table cradles a finer shine. The table cradles a finer shine. A pink carnation leans into mine. Seventh hour turns the water on. A yellow carrier leans by the dawn. 10 minutes past, the tile turns mild. The second hand wears a fresher style. The early clock learns the rinsing song. A quarter past, the steam turns wide. Yellow carrier catches the inside. Carrier and water, the 7th hour stream. My minute runs on easy and clean. This little hour, the room is mine. The mirror cradles a finer line. The 8th minute spins the spray around. Yellow carrier leans by milder sound. My breath has weight, my room has space. The clock face wears a tidy grace. The early rinse has room to stay. A quarter past, the steam turns bright. Yellow carrier leans toward the light. Carrier and water, the 7th hour stream. My minute runs on easy and clean. This little hour, the room is mine. The mirror cradles a finer line. The shower counts a milder tone. The drops make patterns of their own. A rinse aside, the minute thins. The second hand has been released. The hour learns my standing pace. hour finds my bus seat near. A tulip leans on the day's first gear. 10 minutes pass, the route turns mild. The second hen wears a riding smile. The early clock learns the windowed year. A quarter past, the aisle turns wide. A pink tulip catches the inside. Tulip and the bus seat, the 8th-hour ride. My minute runs on easy and wide. This little hour, the seat is mine. The road lies bright with a finer line. The 9th minute spins the corner round. A tulip leans by a milder sound. My bag has weight, my row has space. The clock face wears a tidy grace. The early route has room to stay. A quarter past, the aisle turns bright. A pink tulip leans toward the light. Tulip and the bus seat, the 8th-hour ride. My minute runs on easy and wide. This little hour, the seat is mine. The road lies bright with a finer line. A milder tone. The wheels make patterns of their own. A stop, a turn, the minute thins. The second hand has been released. The hour learns my riding pace. Tulip and the bus seat, the brighter ride. My minute runs on clean and wide. This little hour, the seat is mine. The road lies bright with a finer line. Tulip and the bus seat, the brighter ride. My minute runs on easy and wide. This little hour, the seat is mine. The road lies bright with a finer line. The road lies bright with a finer line. A pink tulip leans into mine. The 9th-hour cups my latte clear. A lilac leans by the saucer's bright tear. 10 minutes past, the phone turns mild. The second hand wears a purple style. The early clock learns my pulling near. A quarter 10, the cup turns wide. A violet lilac catches the inside. Lilac and the latte, the 9th-hour pour. My minute runs on easy and more. This little hour, the cup is mine. The table cradles a finer shine. The 10th minute spins the foam around. A lilac leans by a milder sound. My hand is weight, my plate is space. The clock face wears a tidy grace. The early sip has room to stay. A quarter to 10, the cup turns bright. A violet lilac leans toward the light. Lilac and the latte, the 9th-hour pour. My minute runs on easy and more. This little hour, the cup is mine. The table cradles a finer shine. The kettle counts a milder tone. The foam draws circles of its own. A sip, a breath, the minute thins. The second hand has been released. The hour learns my drinking pace. Lilac and the latte, the brighter pour. My minute runs on clean and more. This little hour, the cup is mine. The table cradles a finer shine. Lay the table cradles a finer shine. A violet lilac leans into mine. The neighbors line boughs under fresh watch. Lavender prints itself in tiny waves. Across the wall a kettle finds its tune. I watch the cloth lift like a small kite. The wind I don't feel still moves the sleeves. A child downstairs claps once at the sound. The rope above me wears the light around. Ooh, laundry and lavender drift through the lane. A stranger hums an old refrain. I sit inside, I watch the day. The linen sky carries them away. The woman 2 doors down shakes out a sheet. Her radio leaks a soft Italian beat. A sparrow lands on the wire between us. The pins click like a small distant chorus. The owl belongs to her, not me. A bicycle bell answers from the street. The rope above me wears the light complete. Laundry and lavender drift through the lane. A stranger hums an old refrain. I sit inside, I watch the day. The linen sky carries them away. The postman whistles past the open door. A lavender bunch leans on someone's floor. 2 boys race a shadow through the grass. Their laughter folds into the alley glass. I keep my chair, I ask for nothing more. Laundry and lavender float past the lane. A neighbor hums a brighter refrain. I sit inside, I watch them sway. The linen sky carries them away. The rope still wears the milder light. The alley keeps its plain delight. My sister stretches by the open door. A carnation leans on the floor beside her. Across the hall a clock taps even time. I watch her shoulders find their own rhyme. The cat decides to copy what she's doing. A runner outside paces past the gate. The morning lets the small room wait. Stretch and carnation, the slow pink scene. The room belongs to what I've seen. I watch her bend, I watch her rise. The day arrives behind her eyes. Behind her eyes. The upstairs upstairs neighbor counts a yoga beat. A carnation tilts toward the floor heat. The dog at the foot of the rug breathes deep. My mother pours her tea half asleep. I lean against the frame and let them move. A child outside is jumping rope alone. The morning lets the small room moan. Stretch and carnation, slow pink scene. The room belongs to what I've seen. I watch her bend, I watch her rise. The day your eyes behind her eyes, behind her eyes. The dad next door is fixing his old chair. A carnation petal lifts on borrowed air. Two doves on the balcony share a sill. The kettle in the kitchen takes its fill. I keep my place and let the room repair. Stretching carnation, a bright pink scene. The room belongs to what I've seen. I watch her bend, I watch her rise. The day arrives behind their eyes, behind their eyes. The floor still keeps the milder line. The petal rests on someone's spine. The old man on the bench unfolds the paper. A wildflower bends near his shoe. Across the square, a vendor sets his crate. I watch the pigeons argue near his feet. The early hour belongs to people I don't know. A boy on a scooter weaves through the page. The bench wears the light of his quiet age. Newspaper and wildflower, public scene. I sit and watch what passes between. The headlines bloom across his lap. The day unrolls like a printed map. A woman reads aloud to her small son. A wildflower trembles where her shadow lies. The dog beside her listens like a friend. The page turns, the wind does not pretend. Two strangers nod and let the moment run. A cyclist passes ringing a thin chime. The bench wears the light of his patient time. Newspaper and wildflower, public scene. I sit and watch what passes between. The headlines bloom across his lap. The day unrolls like a printed map. A gardener kneels at the edge of the lot. A wildflower waves where he forgot. Two friends across the way share half a roll. The printed words drift past their bowl. I keep my coffee and observe the spot. Newspaper and wildflower, brightest scene. I sit and watch what passes between. The headlines bloom across his lap. The day unrolls like a printed map. The bench still wears the milder shine. The stem still not across the line. The woman across the courtyard pulls her drape. A cherry petal sticks to her glass pane. Behind the panes, her tea kettle gives a small cry. I watch the linen drape lift and fall again. The rope of light between us holds us still. A cat on her sill steps into a dish of milk. The courtyard wears the look of someone's dream. Linen drape and cherry petal frame apart. I watch her hour find its start. The petals drift between our walls. The courtyard answers as it falls. Her radio plays a song I half remember. A cherry petal lands on a passing bike. The bakery downstairs lifts a thread of steam. Two children chase a kite across the lane. The world belongs to all of them at once. A man on the roof is taping down a wire. The courtyard wears the look of small desire. Linen drape and cherry petal frame apart. I watch her hour find its start. The petals drift between our walls. The courtyard answers as it falls. The grandmother on three sweeps her tiny ledge. A cherry petal rides her broom's edge. Two pigeons on the line trade their seed. The bakery below releases its heat. I keep my chair beside the railing's edge. Linen drape and cherry petal, a brighter art. I watch her hour find its start. The petals drift between our walls. The courtyard answers as it falls. The drape still wears the milder fold. The petal lands on someone's gold. The gardener 2 yards over trims his rose. Sunlight catches on the blade as it goes across the fence. His grandson runs a hose. I watch the water arc and fall in rows. The hour belongs to the green he chose. Be outside the screen does its small job. The morning lets the patient hour throb. Sunlight and morning rose, a borrowed view. I watch the day belong to you. To you. her hair without a doubt. Two friends across the lane begin to chat. Their voices land where the rose has sat. I keep my chair and watch their lives come out. Sunlight and morning rose, a brighter view. I watch the day belong to you. The petals open past the gate. The hour I observe but cannot make. The rose still wears the milder gold. The fence still keeps what isn't told. The man across the aisle is reading low. A herb leaf rides his jacket from below. The driver hums a tune I half know. I watch the city drift past row by row. The hour belongs to people on the go. A girl beside the door taps out a beat. The bus wears the look of the patient street. Can you and her a moving frame? I watch the strangers ride the same. Their faces pass the milder light. The lane unrolls to left and right. The lady up front clutches a canvas bag. A herb sprig pokes from the corner flap. Two students share a phone and a small laugh. The driver breaks the city, lifts its scarf. My hand stays still upon the metal grab. A man steps off and tips his hat to the seat. The bus wears the look of the moving street. And you and her a moving frame. And you and her a moving frame. I watch the strangers ride the same. Their faces pass the milder light. The lane unrolls to left and right. A child between her parents starts to sing. A herb leaf trembles on a co-string. The cyclist outside paces with the wheel. The bakery doors release what they reveal. I keep my place and let the moment ring. And you and her move her frame. I watch the strangers ride the same. Their faces pass the milder light. The lane unrolls to left and the bus still wears the milder hum. The herb still rides where it has come. My brother butters toast across the table. A daffodil leans from a glass nearby. The radio reads the weather like a fable. I watch his elbow nudge the salt jar dry. The kitchen belongs to him this hour. Ooh. The dog beneath the chair waits for crumbling a small spoon. A daffodil bows toward the spoon's small tune. The cat climbs up to claim the empty chair. My father reads the news without a stare. The kitchen runs without my help at noon. The dog beneath the chair gives one low thumb. The room wears the look of a steady palm. Toast and daffodil, a family scene. I sit and watch the in-between. The butter melts inside his hand. The day arrives at his command. The kettle on the stove begins to call. A daffodil shadow stretches on the wall. Two birds beyond the screen swap a high note. My sister yawns and pulls her woolen coat. I keep my chair and watch them all. Toast and daffodil, a brighter scene. I sit and watch the in-between. The butter melts inside his hand. The day arrives at his command. The toast still wears the milder gold. The petal keeps what they have told. My flatmate sings inside the shower stall. A dandelion stands in a jar in the hall. The pipes upstairs join in their own small song. I watch the steam slip under the door along. The early hour belongs to her small call. The cat outside the bath taps once with her paw. The tile floor is a milder law. Shower and dandelion up in yellow scene. I sit outside, I hear between the water threads the early air. The day arrives without my share. The kid downstairs is brushing out her hair. A dandelion bends across the stair. The dog beside the rug shakes off a dream. My brother trades his towel for a beam. The hallway runs without my care. The cat outside the bath taps twice once more. The tile keeps the steam against the door. Shower and dandelion up in yellow scene. I sit outside, I hear between the water threads the early hair. The day arrives without my share. The radio in the kitchen finds its tone. A dandelion seed has caught the phone. Two neighbors trade a greeting through the wall. My flatmate hums the chorus down the hall. I keep my chair and let the house atone. Shower and dandelion, a brighter yellow scene. I sit outside, I hear between the water threads the early hair. The day arrives without my share. The door still wears the milder steam. The stem still keeps its yellow dream. rose up holds a strawberry pail. A girl beside the glass writes a letter. The driver greets a regular by name. I watch the city wake without my say. The bus belongs to riders I'll forget. An old man up front folds his cane in half. The seat behind him keeps a low laugh. Bussy and strawberry, a borrowed view. I sit and watch the day push through. Their stories pass me one by one. The route belongs to everyone. A couple at the back trade half a roll. The kid offers a strawberry to a dog. The dog at the driver's feet stays still. The city dips beneath a small hill. The lane belongs to people on the move. An old man at the rear taps out the time. The seat behind him keeps a low rhyme. Buzzseed and strawberry, a borrowed view. I sit and watch the day push through. Their stories pass me one by one. The route belongs to everyone. A teacher with her students boards the door. The strawberry stem rolls along the floor. Two friends across the aisle make a plan. The driver lifts his hand toward an old man. I keep my seat and let them have the floor. Buzzseed and strawberry, a brighter view. I sit and watch the day push through. Their stories pass me one by one. The route belongs to everyone. The stem still keeps what they have earned. The berries depends a leaf on someone's latte. A woman in the corner reads a thick book. The boy at the counter waits, strumming his thumb. I watch the milk foam climb a thin spoon. The shop belongs to faces I don't name. A man at table 3 turns a small page. The counter wears the look of a low stage. Latte and milk foam, a borrowed scene. I sit and watch the in-between. The cups go out, the names get called. The day arrives where I have stalled. Two friends across the room laugh in low tones. The foam lifts up beside a saucer of stones. The cat at the door decides she'll stay. The barista shouts an order through the spray. The shop belongs to other people's homes. A man at table 3 flips one more leaf. The counter wears the look of a low brief. Latte and milk foam, a borrowed scene. I sit and watch the in-between. The cups go out, the names get called. The day arrives where I have stalled. A student opens up her laptop wide. The foam slides down the cups in her side. Two strangers split a pastry by the door. The barista wipes a small spill from the floor. I keep my chair and door hangs her sheets to dry. A Yuja peel scents the line as it goes by. The cat on her ledge keeps a still eye. I watch the pegs march 2 by 2 on high. The alley belongs to her early sky. A child below counts marbles on a stone. The railing wears the look of a low tone. Laundry and Yuja, a lane that hums. I sit inside, I watch what comes. The sheets march out across the road. The day belongs to her small slope. Her radio plays a tune from years ago. A Yuja halves its cup beside the bowl. The auntie wipes her hands upon her dress. 2 sparrows on the line begin to press. The alley moves the way she lets it flow. A child below now stacks the marbles small. The railing wears the look of a patient call. Laundry and Yuja, a lane that hums. I sit inside, I watch what comes. The sheets march out across the road. The day belongs to her small slope. The grandfather across the lane sweeps stone. A Yuja crate is half put down, half thrown. 2 boys race past with a kite. They cannot fly. Their auntie calls her cat by name and sigh. I keep my chair and let the lane atone. Laundry and Yuja, a brighter lane that hums. I sit inside, I watch what comes. The sheets march out across the to her small slope. The rope still wears the milder fold. The peel still keeps the yellow gold. Peach bloom, a saucer, a slice of bread. My robe slips, the lamp clicks on elbows up the spine. The still room, a sprig in a jar, a plate, arms wide, the ribs unlock, shoulders down, a low clock. Peach bloom, a stretch, the early air, plate, fork, a chair by the wall. My arms reach the ceiling near. The day is round, the day is full. Toes, a tile beneath, peach petal on the sill. The rim, my back unrolls. A small line, ribs lift the breath, a slow stop. A cup, a spoon, a saucer. Arms long, the knees unbent. Shoulders ease a low end. Peach bloom, a stretch, the early air. Plate, fork, a chair by the wall. My arms reach the ceiling near. The day is round, the day is full. A stem, a yawn, a step, the kitchen low. My body finds an even floor. Elbow, wrist, the open door. Peach bloom, a stretch, the early out. Plate, fork, a chair at the wall. My arms reach the ceiling near. The day stays round, the day stays full. Peach bloom, a stretch, uneven floor. the rim, a vein. My thumb runs a page, a line, ink, type the column thin. A cup beside a saucer. Page crease, the news in print. Leaf stem, a low tint. Paper leaf and early red. Typing the corner bend. My eyes pace the column down. The morning rests in even tone. Sleeve, wrist, the table edge. Fresh leaf in a glass. A stem. My finger taps the headline. Once paragraph, comma, the slow lift. A chair, a plate, a saucer. Page fold, the news in plain. Leaf stem, a thin grain. Paper leaf and early red. Typing the corner bend. My eyes pace the column down. The morning rests in even tone. Shelf, lamp, the kitchen low. Fresh leaf at the spine of the cup. A sentence ends, a thumb lifts. My chair stays even on the floor. Elbow page, the open door. Paper leaf, a later red. Typing the corner half bent. My eyes pace the column down. The morning rests in even tone. Paper leaf and even floor. The morning rests in even tone. Linen drape, a thread, the rod sprout in a glass, a green tip. My hand lifts the hem of old sylvester, the rim in pale tone. A cup, a spoon, a saucer, tray sways, the light pales, sprouts down a low scale. Linen drape, a sprout, the silk, glass stem, a vein in view. My fingers brush the hem, a line. The room rests in even view. Hem fringe, a rod above, sprout in a jar, a thin shoot. My shoulder leans the wall, a pause, pleated fold, the cloth in plain. A chair, a plate, a saucer, drape sways, the air pales, sprouts down a thin scale. Linen drape, a sprout, the silk, glass stem, a vein in view. My fingers brush the hem, a line. The room rests in even view. Floor lamp, the wall in pale tone. Sprout in a jar, a stem. A hem lifts, a foot rests. My breast stays even in the room. Elbow hem, the open door. Linen drape, a sprout, the silk, glass stem, a vein in view. My fingers brush the hem, a line. The room rests in even view. My fingers Chartreuse glow. Table rim, a plate, a cup, my palm lips, a line of light. Silk glass, the corner pale, a saucer, a spoon, a chair. Beam falls the wall in green. Chartreuse hue, a low sheen. Sunlight, Chartreuse, the early air. Floor rim, a plate, a cup, my palm rests in a line of light. The day is round, the day is full. Ray beam, a tile in lime. Chartreuse tone on the sill of pain. My shoulder eases the wall, a pause. Elbow, wrist, a small lift, a chair, a plate, a saucer. Beam falls the wall in lime. Chartreuse hue, a thin shine. Sunlight, Chartreuse, the early air. Floor rim, a plate, a cup, my palm rests in a line of light. The day is round, the day is full. Shelf lamp, the wall in green tone. Chartreuse paint at the open frame. A beam moves, a foot turns. My breath stays even in the room. Elbow, palm, the open door. Sunlight, Chartreuse, the later air. Floor rim, a plate, a cup, my palm rests in a line of light. The day stays round, the day stays full. Sunlight, Chartreuse, an even floor. The day is round, the day is full. Shoes step the road in pale tone. Spring wind on a sleeve, a lift. My back rides the hip, a thumb. Crosswalk, light the corner thin. A coin, a card, a strap. Sleeve flares, the lane mild. Spring wind, a low child. Spring wind, step the early lane. Strap back a corner in view. My feet keep an even pace. The day is round, the day is full. Heel toe, a stripe on the ground. Spring wind at the collar, a tug. My hand rests the bag, a part. Sleeve hem, a thin lift. A button, a strap, a card. Sleeve flares, the lane mild. Spring wind, a thin child. Spring wind, step the early lane. Strap back a corner in view. My feet keep an even pace. The day is round, the day is full. Post on the wall in pale tone. Spring wind at the open frame. A foot lands, a hem lifts. My breath stays even on the lane. Elbow, strap the open road. Spring wind, step the later lane. Strap back a corner in view. My feet keep an even pace. The day stays round, the day stays full. Spring wind, I step an even lane. The day is round, the day is full. Toast plate, a corner of gold peony in a jar ahead. My knife rests the rim, a tap, butter crumb the table thin. A cup, a spoon, a saucer, sliced browns, the edge and tan. Peony stem, a low fan. Toast, peony, the early plate, butter crumb, a knife in view. My fork lifts the corner up. The day is round, the day is full. Wrist, hand, a piece and tan. Peony at the sill, a bloom. My elbow leans the wood up, pause, but a crumb, a thin lift. A chair, a plate, a saucer, sliced browns, the edge and tan. Peony stem, a thin fan. Toast, peony, the early plate, butter crumb, a knife in view. My fork lifts the corner up. The day is round, the day is full. Shelf lamp, the wall in pale tone. Peony head at the open jar. A slice turns, a fork lifts. My breast stays even at the wood. Elbow knife, the open door. Toast, peony, a later plate, butter crumb, a knife in view. My fork lifts the corner up. The day stays round, the day stays full. Toast, peony, an even plate. The day is round, the day is full. Water tile, the wall in pale tone. Plum blossom on the sill, a stem. My palm catches the spray, a line. Faucet, drain the floor in slick. A towel, a bar, a hook. Spray runs the rim in clear. Plum stem, a low veneer. Plum water, the early tile spray. Drain a rim in view. My palms rest in a line of clear. The day is round, the day is full. Shoulder, chest, a tie in plain. Plum at the glass pane. Ahead, my elbow leans the rod, a pause. Faucet, drain, a thin lift. A towel, a bar, a hook. Spray runs the rim in clear. Plum stem, a thin veneer. Plum water, the early tile spray. Drain a rim in view. My palms rest in a line of clear. The day is round, the day is full. Floor, drain, the wall in pale tone. Plum stem at the open frame. A spray turns, a foot rests. My breast stays even in the steam. Elbow, rise to lap, a thump, pane glass, the corner thin, a card, a coin, a strap, bus, rose, a lane, mild, mint stem, a low child, mint, I see the early bus, pane rail, a corner view, my hands rest on the lap, a line, the day is round, the day is full. Foot a tile on the floor, mint at the open palm, a stem, my shoulder leans the pane, a pause, pane glass, a thin lift, a button, a strap, a card, bus, rose, the lane, mild, mint stem, a thin child, mint, I see the early bus, pane rail, a corner view, my hands rest on the lap, a line, the day is round, the day is full, a post, sign the wall in pale tone, mint leaf at the open palm, a stop, comes a foot turns, my breath stays even in the sea, elbow, strap the open door.